guys, my name is Zen, and today I'm gonna read this again. 50 things to see in the sky again. Let's read. We're gonna start at chapter 7. Chapter 7 is about the shooting star. Chapter 7, Shooting Stars. Shooting stars are not in fact stars, but meteor, little piece of space debris burning up in our atmosphere. Oh yeah, here's the picture they sent in this book. This looked like shooting stars, right? Really amazing. Shooting stars. Little piece of space debris burning up in our atmosphere. Some of them are as small as a grain of sand, but although they are small, they are mighty, often creating magnificent streaks of light across the night sky. If the meteor doesn't completely burn up in the atmosphere, and part of it makes to the ground, then it becomes a meteorite. Make a wish. For thousands of years, people have believed that shooting stars are lucky, but you don't have to be super lucky to spot one. On an average night, the chances are you'll see one every 15 minutes. But if you pick a night during a meteor shower, you can see many more. Meteor showers happen when the Earth passes through the ice and the dust debris left by a comet. Oh yeah, on this book, if you see page 40 on this book, you'll see comet. They occur multiple times a year and can be witnessed all over the world. Go outside tonight, lie down and get comfortable. Wait for about 15 minutes and you can see one. To increase your chances to have a look, have a look during a meteor shower. Check online for when the next one will take place in your area, or use this rough guide. Oh yeah, it tells about different meteor shooting stars. Lyrid, April. So this is Lyrid. It occurred in April. This is Presed. This happens in August. And then many more. Orionid. I can't really show you. Where is it? Orionid. It happens on October. So Orionid right there happens on October. Leonid happens in November. German happens on December. And Quantitated, that shooting star, happens on December and January. I'm also going to read chapter 8 and chapter 9. Haley and other comments. Comments are fascinating. Some astronomers believe that. Oh, here's a picture of a comment. That's a comment. Comets are fascinating. Some astronomers believe that they are relics of the formation of the solar system and may even be responsible for a portion of the water here on Earth. They are huge masses of dust and ice, spend most of their time on the outer reaches of our solar system. Occasionally, their highly elliptical orbits bring them into the inner solar system, where they become visible from Earth, sometimes even with the naked eye. They had two distinct tails, one made of dust and the other of ionized gas, that form when the comet gets close enough to the sun. One of the most famous comet is Halley Comet, which swings near Earth. Oh yeah, Chapter 8 is Halley's and other comets, which swings near Earth approximately every 75 years. Halley's Comet won't pass again until 2061. But if you can't wait that long, don't worry, you have two options. Every year, you can see fragments of Halley Comet in the form of a meteor shower. Each October, when the Earth passes through the trail of ice and dust that Halley leaves behind, we can see the Orion meteor shower. As tiny discarded fragments of Halley Comet burn up in Earth's atmosphere, we can see lots of shooting stars, perhaps as many as 50 times an hour. Oh yeah, right here. So that's Orion, and that little small dot can't point it right there. That's the comet, Halley Comet. Look for another comet. Although super bright comets are few and far between, there are a handful of comets that can be seen through a small telescope each year. In fact, many comets have been discovered by amateur astronomers using comet hunters using small telescope. Check online for opportunities for comet sighting and to learn how to hunt for your own. Chapter 9. A very famous belt. One of the most striking and identifiable constellation is in the night sky is Orion, the hunter. Characterized by the distinctive patterns of stars, Orion can be seen by a huge proportion of the planet. Its recognizable shape and color variation make it an easy one to spot, and this arresting constellation has inspired people across the world for thousands of years. Two bright giant stars, Betelgeuse and Bellatrix, marks Orion's shoulders. Another two, Sappho and Rigel, marks his knees, while three bright stars in a row make up his famous belt. Hanging from this belt, you'll see his sword, and in his left arm you might be able to see his bow. He has a sword and a bow. The best time to see Orion is between January and March in the northern hemisphere. Look to the southwest look to the southwest in the evening and try to find the three stars in a line that makes up Orion's belt. Right there, the arrow is pointing. Right there, that's Orion's famous belt. From there, you should be able to spot the shoulders, feet, and if it's dark enough, perhaps its bow. In the southern hemisphere, look to the northwest, and if you're close to the equator, Orion will appear in the western sky. Here is Orion. If it's dark enough, you might see this bow right here. If it's not dark enough, then you only see his hands and maybe his sword and himself. Oh, I can tell if you want facts, I can tell you one right now. The more you look at Orion, the more you will discover, especially if you are able to use binoculars or a telescope. Hidden in the constellation are double stars. Oh, double stars? On this book, look for page 110. You'll see the double star. Beautiful nebulae, see page 84. Oh yeah, nebulae. You have to see page 484. And even a supergiant star destined to explode. See page 44. So on this book, go on page 44. Supergiants, when they get super big, they tend to explode. Yeah, they tend to explode. You better be careful, or else you will get if you go too close to a supergiant when it's really, really, really big, it will explode and you'll probably die. It explodes pretty big. When that explodes, the supergiant is gone. Okay, so okay, I'll have to say goodbye. It's really short. Maybe I should read chapter 10 if it's fine. Yeah, I'll read chapter 10 too. I read chapter 8, chapter 9, and chapter 7, chapter 8, chapter 9, and chapter 10. A red supergiant, Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is a red supergiant star. It is nearly 870 million miles, approximately 1.4 billion kilometers across. So big that if placed in the middle of the solar system, it will stretch out beyond the orbit of Mars and perhaps as far as Jupiter. Compared to Bellatrix, Orion's other shoulder, it appears roughly the same brightness to the naked eye. And since they are in the same constellation, you'd be forgiven for thinking they were near to each other in space. Not so. Betelgeuse is about 640 light years away, whereas Bellatrix is only 240 light years away. Betelgeuse is just so luminous you might be tricked into thinking it's closer. Betelgeuse emits as much light as at least 50,000 suns. Wow. So Betelgeuse emits as much as at least 50,000 suns. That's a lot of suns it emits. And it's only a fraction of the age of our home star. Look for the 3 stars in the line that makes Orion. Look up and to the left, and the brightest star will come to next should appear slightly red. This is Betelgeuse, Orion's right shoulder. So right here, right there, that's Orion's right shoulder. So you point an arrow to his belt, and then you point up. There you'll see this. That's Betelgeuse. That's the red supergiant. Oh, I can tell you another fact. Within the next million years, quite soon, in astronomical terms, Betelgeuse is expected to go supernova. This means it will run out of fuel, collapse under its own weight, and explode spectacularly. It will be so bright that from Earth it will be on show for weeks, if not months. Wow. Okay, so goodbye everyone, and I'll see you later, guys. Whoop.